What's up, everyone? My name is Caleb Simpson. I'm the anti-hustle entrepreneur, and I'm here to teach you how to get more done in less time because I believe the hustle culture mindset is toxic, and you don't have to work 70 to 80 hours a week to have a successful business. You can do it in much less time. I'm living proof of that. I've had 2 successful businesses, all while working 40 hours a week or less on most weeks. But today, I want to talk to you guys about the value of being present and how the failure to be present is hurting your business. It's hurting your ability to focus. So we're going to talk about, in this video, we're going to talk about how it hurts your focus, the importance of being bored, and the importance of having a wind down time or rest time built into your day. So let me start off by telling you guys a story. So my wife and I, we've been married about 8 years now. But for the first 8 years of our marriage, there was like one major source of contention. And that was me not being present. I was constantly checking out. I was constantly checking my phone. And in my mind, I thought, yeah, I can still carry on a conversation and listen to you while I'm scrolling Instagram. But that wasn't the case. You see, my attention was fragmented. Cal Newport, in his book Deep Work, says fragmented attention permanently reduces your ability to concentrate. What that means is this: if you're constantly distracted, if you're constantly scrolling on your phone, when you sit down to do deep, meaningful work, you're not going to be able to focus and concentrate because your attention's constantly being pulled away. So every time you check your phone, you're essentially reducing your brain's capacity to focus and do that deep, meaningful work that's so needed for you to have a successful business. And so let's talk about this whole idea of being bored. Our inability to be bored is also hurting us from growing and having a successful business and being productive. Again, it goes back to the phone. It's like we're in line at the grocery store, we're sitting in the doctor's office waiting for an appointment, we're at a stoplight, we're on the crapper, and we got our phone out. We're no longer bored. We don't have any, there's no longer any negative space, so to speak, in our mind. No time to just sit still with our thoughts because we're constantly entertaining ourselves, and that's dangerous because when we do sit down to do quality deep work, as Cal Newport calls it in his book Deep Work, we can't do it. We can't focus. We can't concentrate. So let me give you an example. Like when I sat down to work on this video and write the blog post, it's a companion piece for this. I sat down with intentional chunks of time set out. And that's all I focused on and all I worked on. But oftentimes the temptation can be when you feel a little bit of resistance, like I was feeling some resistance when I was creating this video. I didn't have as much of a problem with the blog post, but when it came to the video, I kept feeling resistance. I almost went out on a run to come back and work on this later, but I pressed through. I sat with the discomfort. I sat with the boredom. I continued to press through. And what that did is it allowed me to complete my project and complete it on time. You see, when we are constantly distracted and we're constantly bored, it inhibits our ability to do that deep quality work. And it hurts our productivity because a project that should take us 1 hour, it's now taking us 2 or 3 hours because we can't sit in that bit of discomfort because we're constantly giving into the distractions of scrolling social media or looking at the news because we're a little anxious about the project we're working on. So the last thing I want to talk about now is wind down time. It's this whole idea, it kind of goes back to being bored as well. It's ending your day with intention. So once your workday is done, it's about setting aside about 15 to 30 minutes to reflect on your day. Think about what went good. Think about the things that went well. And think about the things that you still need to do tomorrow. And write those things down. Put them in your project management system. Put them somewhere where you remember them. And so this wind down process kind of helps you close all those open loops for the day so that you can go home with a peace of mind and be present for your family, be present for your friends or your significant other. And it just allows you the mind space, so to speak, to be present. And when you're present, you're able to more fully enjoy those people in your life. You're able to give your mind rest. And this whole idea of rest also I like to tie it into exercise. Let's say you're going to the gym and you work out. You're going to work out your arms one day and you're going to work out your legs the next day because your body needs rest. It needs this recovery period. And if you're a runner, you're not going to run, full sprints every day. You're going to have recovery days where you're doing easy runs. You're going to have days off. In exercise, you give your body time to recover, and you need to give your mind time to recover as well. So with your work, you need to allow yourself this wind down time, this rest time, so that you can fully recover. And so let me kind of wrap everything up here. So we talked about focus and how not being present is hurting your ability to focus. Our inability to be bored is doing the same thing. We can't sit down for large chunks of time and focus on our work because we're constantly distracted. But a lot of that times it's simply just boredom. And this whole notion of wind down time, taking time to rest. And let me kind of add one more thing in about this too. So a lot of us, especially startup entrepreneurs, can be tempted to just work. But here's the thing. You're not as effective in your work at the end of the day as you are at the beginning of the day because you're tired. So let's say at the end of the day, you're only functioning at 60%. What's the point in doing work when you're only functioning at 60%? You're better off getting good rest, coming back the next day, and firing on all cylinders. And so that's why rest is so important. So remember that. Take the time to rest. Be bored. Be present. And all these things will help you have a more fulfilling life. You'll be more present for your friends. You'll be more present for your family, for yourself, and for your work. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'm also including a link in this video for my upcoming course, The WISE Method, where I teach about productivity and time management. Essentially, how I grew a national energy bar brand to like over 2,000 locations. And they're now in like over 4,000 locations nationwide. And I did this, the system that I'm teaching here is what helped me to manage my workday and still work less than 40 hours a week and still have an amazing, successful business. So if you're interested in that, click the link below, get signed up for our email, and we'll send you more information about that upcoming course. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.